Angry Guy here, and today we're discussing why women get furious when men self improve. Women get furious when men self improve. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
The other thing too,
Something very interesting. So, if you look at Soraya, I often show videos from Soraya on the channel. She's a foreign woman, she's a Turkish woman who lives in Germany, and her husband is a passport king. And something very intriguing is she goes to the gym and she works out with him. She stays in shape. She takes very good care of her body. She's been with her man for 22 years. They've been married for 15. And you can see the difference when you look at a woman who has stayed off the streets, has been in a long term committed relationship, and has had a healthy relationship with her husband. She talks about how she actively works to build him up, to help him achieve his dreams, his goals, to ensure that his mental, physical, spiritual well being are taken care of because her survival is dependent upon this. So she wants him to be in the best possible shape he can be. If he's down, then she needs to lift him up. She has to do whatever she can to build her man up. That's the ideas, that's the ideology, that's how foreign women view the world. So we can see here, and of course, it's not every single woman, but compared to Western women, foreign women view the world extremely differently. Modern women in Western society, predominantly white English speaking countries in Western society, view the world as something where it's just kind of a given. Women in these countries view the world as, it's all about me. I'm entitled to everything. I'm I was made by God to be worshipped by man. That is how they feel. In many ways, they believe that we're supposed to be bringing offerings to them, to praise them and exalt them. If you haven't noticed, a lot of men, when they get married, they don't actually improve. They actually go down physically. You look at them before they got married and you look at them after they got married, and they go down physically. They wear out. And you're thinking to yourself, like, seriously, man, you're in your what, 40s now? You should look a lot better than this. You should look a lot younger than this. Why do you look so old suddenly? You should have aged much better than this. And it's because of their wives. Their wives do not make their lives easier, they make their lives harder. When these men leave, go out, work hard, and then come home after a long day, they're met with stress, misery, more work. I mean, you count it. It's ridiculous. Women live these lives that are disconnected from reality and are shaped by their perception of what they want the world to be. Women don't want men to do better for themselves, especially when a man is in a relationship with them, because that means that he is now opening up the prospects of becoming more attractive to another woman and potentially leaving them in that relationship. Why do you think so many guys actually gain weight when they get married? It's not because their wives are taking such good care of them. If anything, if you look at Soraya, Soraya is looking to prepare foods that are going to keep her man fit, healthy, and able to stay on his goal and achieve his dreams and his purpose. But if you look at Western women, the kind of meals that they're going to prepare for their husbands are not going to be nutritious. They're not going to take his well being into mind. They're not going to help him stay in shape and stay fit. These women are not on that mission. I see videos of Soraya in the gym with her man. They go to the gym together, they're working out in the gym together. And this guy is absolutely right. Women don't want that because then they're going to have to get on that program. They're lazy. They're going to have to go to the gym and work out too. They're going to have to be supportive. They're going to have to be on that man's purpose. So because they don't want to step their game up, they're going to tear that man down and bring him down to their level so that so now they can benefit from his assets, his resources, his time, his attention, his time, his money, and then they could make it more difficult for him to ever pivot away from them and find someone who even more appreciates him and is willing to do more for him. You have a lot of these women who don't want to do a man's laundry. They don't want to cook for him. And these are married women. And they essentially resent the man that is providing for them. I literally showed you videos of women who literally cannot stand to watch their husbands sleep or breathe. They can't stand watching their husband sleep. One woman said that she doesn't even understand it. However, her husband, he doesn't mind when she's sleeping. There's nothing wrong with it. He doesn't it doesn't bother him at all seeing his wife sleep. But when she sees him sleeping, it really bothers her. And that's frightening. Can you imagine being in a relationship with someone who is supposed to be there for you, is supposed to care for you, is supposed to ensure your well-being? If you were ever incapacitated, they would have to make decisions for you. You do you realize that? And they cannot stand to see you sleep. They cannot stand hearing you breathe. Imagine if you were in the hospital and they had to make a decision whether or not they wanted to keep you alive or not. What do you think they would do? They're more inclined to saying, yeah, this dude needs to go. They don't love you. They literally resent you and they want you gone from this planet. They are furious with God that He even made you. Like, think about how modern women operate. Think about how they think. They are furious with God that God had the audacity to make you. How dare God make them share the same world as you? How dare God allow you to even live and bring you into existence? You should not even exist. Something like you? How dare something like you even exist? How dare you even exist and breathe the same air that they breathe? How you dare you even exist in the same universe that they do? How dare you even exist? How dare you even have consciousness? How dare you even have the breath of life in you? How dare you are even composed of matter? How dare you? You should not be here. You should not exist. You should not have ever come into existence. How dare God make you? This is the way that they operate. This is their internal mechanism. This is how much they dislike men. This is their actual genuine feelings towards us. They despise us so much that they are furious that we even exist, that we were ever born into existence. They are furious that we live. They are furious that our matter was ever here. Even if we were to completely disappear, they would be furious that we ever existed at any point in time, space, and history. That is how much they despise us. That is the modern woman. They cannot live with us, live without us. They can't live with us, they can't live without us. But the irony here is that they simply, regardless of these things, they resent us for it. And in their internalized clock, they would rather everything end, and as long as we end along with it, even though they are afraid of going, because their mental state doesn't work. Like, I've used the word functional insanity to describe it. Why would you want to be with someone who literally resents you for existing, ever existing at that? And how dare you have the audacity to exist? And how dare God have the audacity to make you and allow you to exist? And God is a man. So if God is a man and God exists, how dare he be a man? But maybe they're a little too afraid of that. But honestly, inside of them, that's what they're feeling. Because if they don't like us so much and we are made in the image of God, then how must they truly feel about God? They likely resent him for being God. They won't say it outright, but if man is made in the image of God, either they believe that they are the true gods of the world, of the universe, or they would ultimately resent God unless they're too afraid to go there. And truth be told, who knows? Because not even God can make them happy. What do you guys think regarding this? When men Women get furious when men self-improve. I want to know your thoughts in the comments, so let's talk about them there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and walking away and cheers.